When it comes to filling up our tank, some of us choose stations strictly based on price, while others based on convenience. But there are some of us, like my father, who will only buy a specific brand of gas. So the question today is, do brands actually matter? We have our senior petroleum analyst, Patrick DeHaan, here to answer this. So Patrick, what are the differences between branded and unbranded gasoline?
Thanks, Allison. That's a great question. I love getting questions from our spotters about this. So is there a big difference? At the end of the day, no. There is not a significant difference between unbranded and branded gasoline. Both of them run your car. Both of them have additives. The difference is that some of the bigger oil companies with catchy names for their fuels may have more additives. Instead of meeting federal requirements, they may exceed those federal requirements for additives, which are blended into your gasoline to make sure it runs cleaner. Some big oil companies have catchy names like Invigorate or V-Power for their gasolines or what's added. They may say we've added nitrogen to this gasoline. But it's important to remember that at the end of the day, all gasoline that's sold goes through a lab. Yes, refineries have labs to test the gasoline to make sure it meets those requirements. And then additives are added at the rack or terminal depending on who the gasoline is bought from. But all gasoline will run your car just fine. You may notice very, very minor differences in miles per gallon, but at the end of the day, I simply would prefer to fill up for the lower price. And I'm sure many of our spotters out there would too. So, great question. I love the questions from our spotters, Allison. They are certainly some good ones. We'll send it to you to wrap it up.
So there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And until next time, happy pumping.